Hey guys, what's going on? I'm back. Got some stuff to talk about. Let's see what we have here. Get this chat popped out because I want to see what everybody got to say. Let me tweet this. Hmm. The Epic Will, what's going on, man? Got a nice little stream coming. Well, it's actually not too nice. It's some bad news, so to speak. Let me tweet this out to everyone. Wow, this room just flooded all of a sudden. Let me grab this live stream link. Let me put out this tweet, guys. Oh wow, I got a whole bunch of tweets. It says like 47 tweets. I got to check all this stuff out later. All right. Let me put up this picture. All right, so we got that up. Let's see what we have here. Bam, bam. Got our Discord community in the background, guys. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm actually going to give you guys the updates. Yeah, it's been a while, Bradley. Uh, Saudi Arabia, what's going on, Pokemon 55? Yeah, it does feel good to be streaming back on the old channel, but unfortunately, I have to say that I'm back on this channel with some not so good news. So we have a bunch of stuff going on and whatnot. Yesterday was really a catastrophic day on so many levels, and I just pretty much wanted to let you guys know what this stream was about. It's to give you guys some updates of what's going on in my personal life, and then also what's going on in on the tournament scene. This is a big week for us. Oops! Wow, I knocked this over. There's some things happening on a competitive scene regarding ARMS, Splatoon, and some other tournaments that we're going to be doing. We're real big on like the whole, you know, competitive scene for all those who've known EMP. But those things are going to get shifted around because of what happened yesterday. So yesterday, I had a death in the family. My aunt on my wife's side passed away. So yesterday, early in the morning. Well, I got the news like in the afternoon, but she died in the morning. Um, she had a cancer, mainly tumors, and we were feeding her with natural medicine and stuff like that. Stuff that would not necessarily be suitable in the regular world. Like it's not like she goes to a doctor and they give her like chemotherapy or anything like that. And it showed significant improvements. Every time she would take it, she would improve, she would get better. But then when she goes back home, she'd become dependent on medical, like modern medicine, and then her condition would deteriorate again. So she came back again, and we was like, all right, we're gonna just hold you here for a longer period of time, and just take care of you so you don't have to go through all of that. And she was improving tremendously. Now she started to walk again because when I got back from America, like she could barely walk, but then now she improved on walking. Now she could come out, hang out in the living room, listen to music, all that stuff. Everything was all golden until like it just goes to show you how like diseases and cancers are so smart because she's ingesting her medicine through natural foods, herbs, and stuff like that. She gets illness where it clogs her throat, so now she can't even eat or drink. So we can't feed her the medicine to get better. So then we had to take her to the hospital, which they put the IVs through or the tubes down her nose and had to feed her. Then they detect during that time another tumor what emerged on the top of her head, in her brain, and it was like they was like it closed off her throat, like the disease. This sounds stupid because it sounds like some type of fictional nonsense. It was like the disease actually closed off her throat, so she couldn't ingest any more of what we were helping her to keep her healthy. So they said there's nothing they could do. Well, there was something they could do for her. We just can't afford it. And there's like, unless we do some surgery where they can open up her brain and do open brain surgery and take out the tumor, which would risk her dying, but it gives her a chance of survival. If we can't pay for that, then there's nothing they can do for her. They have to send her back home. So they sent her back home, and we couldn't feed her. So literally in 24 hours, dead. So yeah, so now that affected us because we were supposed to get married on Monday. Due to this news now, the family was going to get together for us to get married to celebrate a day of happiness on Monday. Now they're gathering together to celebrate a day of sorrow and loss. Thus, the marriage has been postponed. We're going to try to reset a new date sometime in like September or before America, because I need to make sure that she's set so she can come with me to America, because we got to come to America for the well, obviously October is going to be a huge month because you guys know the Nintendo World Championships 2017, Mario Odyssey launch, and then but the one of the other main reasons coming to America is because in November I go to the International Video Game Hall of Fame, and I'm gonna be inducted in there. So I wanted to be with me on that. That's gonna be a huge Empire Arcadia road trip. I'm gonna vlog it, blah blah blah. We're gonna vlog everything, the trip there, Nintendo World Championships, all of that other stuff. So, and then Mario Odyssey launch. Obviously, I'm going to be meeting up with the old Nintendo gang and everything. So, thank you guys for the condolences and everything. It's I appreciate it, but you can't really do anything about it. Then what made yesterday so troublesome is that morning, anyone who was in our Discord community would have been able to see it. I got pictures like I was going to go get breakfast in the morning, and I had to go to the high-low to go to the ATM, and they had shot this guy 4 times, slumped him up against the fence, and he was just leaking on the floor. And so like, I'm like, come on, like, are you kidding me? So, and at the time I didn't know my aunt was dead yet. So like, that was a first, you know you wake up in the morning, you go outside, you see some guy on the floor slumped up and he's dead. All right, so can't really do anything about it. So I'm like, damn. And I was arguing about it with my girl. Well, not arguing, but like I was complaining about it. I was like, he's a conductor for a bus. So from what I'm hearing, he got killed because he got into an argument with someone on the bus, and the guy comes and shoot him. And I'm like, I don't condone killing, but there are reasons for people to kill people or kill anything at all. And I can see you killing a terrorist. I can see you killing a rapist, killing a murderer. I can see you killing a kidnapper, a pedophile, or some. I can see you killing. I can morally justify the death of these people by someone, but killing a bus conductor over an argument is stupid. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So, all right. So then later on, then I found out my aunt died, and then later that night, now I went over to we went over to the what's the word for this? The supermarket to get some food later on that night, and as we're going to as we're going to the supermarket, yo, all we hear is plaka plaka, and we see police officers running and the big SUV, and the guys have machine guns. I'm like, well, what's this? Is the police guys with the machine guns or whatever, and they run into, and there's an idiot who went into the supermarket. I guess it was a rival gang or something to try to kill a guy in the supermarket with his people in there, and the people are running out and stuff like that, and the police go in there and, paka, 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 and they kill him. And the thing is, I'm walking towards the supermarket, so I'm like, you know, the guy could have waited 5 more minutes. I would have been in the supermarket, and he would have been shooting up who would have been shooting up, and that could have meant my life. I could have been caught in the crossfire or some foolishness like that. And my wife was like, she was with me, and I had to put her behind this little fence thing, and I was looking to make sure when the whole thing cleared out. And you see all these people running and all this other stupid nonsense, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, Yo, what do these morons think? Oh, I'm gonna go kill this guy. I don't care if policeman is there. People are gonna remember me as being hard. No, we won't. No one will care. You're just gonna put you in a box, and that's just the end of it. And then people are gonna go on to their lives. So like, why just throw away your life? Like Jarion said, this world is crazy. Cause I'm like my man, like this doesn't even make any sense. Like you could have been on some like, okay, I see him. All right, just for the sake of argument, you could have seen him. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna creep up on him and follow him, or whatever your beef is, or whatever your reason, and I'm gonna go do my business elsewhere. But like right randomly in public, so it was a real tough day unnecessarily another nonsense. And my girl was like she was bothered by the whole nonsense. Like I said, I have a picture of the guy that died in the morning, but I can't put that on YouTube. That's in my Discord community. We were showing that we had to put it in a private room because we have kids in our Discord community. We don't want to glorify gore and violence, but they really slumped this guy up on the wall, and it's just crazy how people will kill you for nothing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So in the next day, over this weekend, we're gonna be really working on rescheduling a lot of things because this kind of changed a lot of stuff that we had planned going on. Now that I'm not gonna get married on Monday, we got to try to see if we can change the date as soon as possible, and I have to make sure that me and my wife is good so we can get our visa. So Rasta want a Rasta Banana Man. So this brought up the thing because we're getting closer to our goal. We have 77 days. We've already met 13% of our goal for the realm journey to the realm of the elder gods. Which for those who are here, um, the no dude mojo. I am not the world's most gangster gamer. I just live in some unfortunate areas, but so the whole thing that brought this up is that us not getting married on this day until we find a new date has slightly made some changes in our plans. I may have to, in fact, just work on getting visas for my wife and myself so that we can leave the country and come back without there being a problem. There's a lot of issues going on because of the whole North Korea, South Korea, whoever is it that fight in America. Well, in nonsense with Donald Trump and all this other stuff, and traveling restrictions are becoming an issue now. So, due to Mr. Trump and his administration politics, not going to get into it. So we have to make sure that we have our paperwork in order so that we can come to America, so we can be there for the World Championships, be there for the Mario Odyssey launch, and then also be there for me going into the Video Game Hall of Fame at the Video Game Capital of the World event in Ottumwa, Iowa. So that's what brought up this whole thing. So just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Also, I'm going to be in a couple of minutes. I'm going to bring our Discord community on. And we're going to be, in fact, let me make sure the Discord community is even there. Yeah, we have a couple of guys in the room. And we're going to be talking about some Nintendo competitions. So we've been working real hard at pushing, helping to bring returning Nintendo's prominence to esports. For those who don't know, you guys weren't here when we was doing this because the stream wasn't even up. And Triforce deserves to win a Nintendo World Championship. Now I'm retired, B. I won't even. I'm not going in the Nintendo World Championship. But we have a member at EMP who's going to be competing to get into the World Championships. So hopefully he qualifies. So we're going to work on that and the whole 9 yards. But so we'll talk about what's going on with the World Championships based on what we know so far, because there's a couple of qualifiers, and we have a guy who's going to be qualifying in the Texas area, or whatever the case may be. And hopefully he can qualify or whatever. And what we're going to do coming down to New York for the finals or whatever the case may be. But we've been working hard since the launch of the Switch to push Nintendo professional, pro gaming, or competitive gaming, esports, whatever you want to call it. And for those who don't know, who haven't been watching our videos of lately and are just now returning to our channel because of the stream, so we had sponsored a ARMS tournament at Defender North in New York. It was the first major ARMS tournament of New York outside of the Nintendo New York tournament, in which we went to. And shout outs to EMP Trap Lord, who got 4th there, and Angel, who got, I think, top 16. So we had some guys that ranked well there. Trap Lord went on to Defender North, and he got 2nd. He lost a cat fight. I don't know if you guys know who Catfight is. Bradley, look inside the description. You're going to see our Discord link. And so you'll see our Discord link, and I'll talk to you about our Discord shortly. So just hold on to that, because our Discord isn't a public Discord; it's a private Discord. And there's rules on and how to get in or apply or request to get in or whatever the case may be. So we've been promoting ARMS competitively, hardcore. I did an interview with Kayana at E3 about ARMS blowing up in the community and how we got to get Nintendo back onto the esports scene on a consistent level, because Nintendo's been esports since 1990. Like I could argue that there's like really nobody who knows more about Nintendo's history in esports as just a regular gamer other than me. Obviously, Nintendo knows their own stuff, but like, yeah, I could argue, because I've been watching Nintendo competitively since actually before 1990, before they even did their World Championship, when they were in Twin Galaxies doing it their thing with Donkey Kong. In fact, Nintendo had a Sunday TV show about that, which was crazy. People don't even know about that. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can check the Genesis of Esports playlist. You'll learn everything there. How could you qualify for the Nintendo World Championships? That I don't know. I'm not going to qualify, so we're gonna find out about that. Trainer Silver says, "Have you been through? You've been through a lot of the years." Hey man, it is what it is, Silver. It's what it is. So we're going to be definitely competing, and we're always going to do our thing to push Nintendo competitive gaming. Because this week, in fact, let's change topics. Let's go into this whole thing. Let me bring my community in right now. Okay, what's going on, guys? Hold on, let me see something. Can you guys hear? Who's in the room? Sahil, you in the room? Oh, no, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, I'll take it. But you can. Thank you. Ooh, this looks so nice. Pop Troy and ow! That burned. That burnt bad. Nude soup kind of burn. You can bring me a cover. Yo, that fell out and burnt me. So who do we have in the Pokemon World Championships? Wow. Grim has to go and play in that. We got so many guys who play Nintendo games competitively in EMP, we have a long history of Nintendo players in EMP for like competitive gaming. I'm one of them. Yeah, just so I can put this on it temporarily until I'm done with the stream. Keep this hot. Okay, let me see that. So yeah, we're gonna be. 1 second, guys. Okay, I got the. I'm not muted. Can someone say something in room 1? So I want to test out to make sure the stream can hear you guys. What's up, JP? Jaden, what's going on? Nexus, what's up? Okay, let me see something. All right, so we got some audio in the room.
Hello?
Yeah, who's that? Sahil? Yo, something is going on. Something's going wrong with Discord. All right, why is this happening now? You guys can hear me. Okay, I guess so. I can't hear you guys. I'm trying to get you guys to say something so we can hear. All right, there we go. All right, so I was wanting someone to talk.
Yeah, I decided that since no one else was talking, I would just
Thank
hop
you.
right in and try to help out.
All right. People are saying they're not getting notifications from my channel because it went live and no one got a notification about this. Laco20 Gamer says, Triforce, you should join C&D again and waiting in the line for Super Mario Odyssey. Something like that's in the works. Lacono. So yeah, we're working on something like that. Don't worry about it. So I wanted to talk about what we got going. We got like 3 arms tournaments that we're doing this week. So a couple,
Sweet.
yeah, we got a couple of guys that's going to be in the arms tournaments. Guys like Angel, we got Traplo, we got a whole bunch of guys that's going to be doing it. They just put out the Pokemon World Championships video. That's out. So we got the World Championship. We got to try to see if Grim can play in that. And what else? And like I said, we have one player that's going to be playing for the Nintendo World Championships. So, well, he's going to try
Who's
to
that?
he's going to try to qualify. Oblivion. He's going to try to qualify for
Oh,
that.
I'm gonna see if I can make myself there too. But I'm definitely gonna try to see if I can make it tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow is New York's qualifier, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good stuff. We don't have anyone that plays Mario Kart, unfortunately, at that level. We don't have anyone that plays Mario Kart, you know, professionally in New York.
Yeah.
So that is an unfortunate situation. So, but yeah, we're definitely gonna try to get we're gonna try to definitely get something started on that in where we are.
Yeah. Pardon me. I'm just making some food right now.
Oh, yo, this thing burnt. Yo, that's crazy. That was a that was a piece of noodle. How could it have been that hot that it actually leave a scar on my skin?
Oh God.
What type of foolishness is this, man? I hate stupid stuff.
I've never seen something that could. I've never experienced something that is
Oh
equivalent to that.
crap! I just tore the skin off. Are you kidding me?
Oh shit.
Are you kidding me? That's how hot that was. Sash, come here for a second. Look at this foolishness. I'm so. Let me show you guys something. This is not. I'm upset about this. I hate dumb stuff, man. Look at this. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it to the camera. It literally. You see that right there? It literally. The soup. The noodle flew off out of the box, out of the soup onto my skin and burnt a hole through my skin.
Oh damn.
That's so stupid. Keisha, look. It literally. I'm serious. It burnt. It first degree burn. Took off the first layer of my skin. Oh my god, man. Now I'm tight.
Hey, hey, I'm here. I just got myself muted.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Hans?
Chill.
All right, I'll be right back. I should be back in like about maybe a minute.
All right, cool.
All right, see ya.
All right, so we got a Splatoon team ready. There's this online tournament that they're having for Splatoon. We've been working diligently and very hard on like getting our Nintendo division up again, because in the back in the days it used to be me, Lance, Todd Rogers, but Todd Rogers does overall old school games and stuff like that. So we can't really say ow, that's now time. It's burning. Sash, can you bring me the peroxide with a piece of tissue? Um, that's strong. What happened is some soup burnt the first degree, burnt the first layer of my skin off. That's what happened. And secondly, we're over here talking about us getting ready for some competition. You know, Nintendo's return to esports and stuff like that. I want to talk about the Nintendo World Championships. I want to talk about us, you know, how we're helping to push the ARMS community since they even announced that game, and us just overall pushing Nintendo in esports or competitive gaming, whichever one you call it. We just always been a big providers for that. So, you know, we wanted to talk about that. One second, guys. Hold on, guys. I gotta. Apparently, I can't get any help. I gotta go do it myself. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. That burns. Yeah. Do I have a favorite food? Yeah, I have a favorite food. I have this thing here. What's the name of this thing here? Ackee and sawfish. Woo. What else you guys are saying? I feel that happened to me 2 years ago. I felt a scar on my skin. Cooper, NL's no NCL Cooper 16 just got back from a big day. Holy crap! Yeah, man. So for those who just walking in now, some death in the family, which kind of like pushed our wedding plans back to a postpone. We don't even have a date yet now, so I gotta talk to my moms about that, figure that out. But it has not stopped our plans in terms of what we're doing with esports because we definitely gotta do our thing. So like we got an arms tournament. Just to let you guys know, later on tonight we will be streaming an online arms tournament that we're gonna be a part of. So we're definitely gonna be streaming that. So whenever you'll see the notifications. Make sure you like that bell, hit that subscribe button so that when we go live, we're gonna be on it. Triforce, again, your streams are godlike. They're so dope. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just think my streams are real. That's what it is. It hurts. It doesn't hurt. It's annoying. That's all it is. It's really annoying. Oh, Alpha. So all right. So there are people saying they're coming in, they're joining late, and whatever the case may be. So let me put everyone on to what's pretty much going on. So pretty much, I had a death in the family. Pretty much. There was a bunch of deaths yesterday altogether in Spanish Town altogether. That's changed our marriage plans, which is going to affect us being able to come to America for like the Nintendo World Championships, the Mario Odyssey launch, and our video game Hall of Fame road trip that we're going to be doing because we're going to be coming in like beginning of October and we're going to be leaving in like mid-November and the whole nine yards. So some changes have been made. This is why we have this as you guys can see here, it's the donation thread, Ascension Journey to the Realm of the Elder Gods. That's what we're raising the money for, so that we can be able to travel to America, get the van, get the hotel. It's going to be a road trip. It's going to be me, my wife, and like 10 to 15 other members in Empire Arcadia. We're all going to be going, and we're trying to raise the money for that and stuff like that. So we're going to be involved in all the competitions there, especially like the World Championships and some of the tournaments that's going to be there before we go to the event, and even at Iowa, at the video game capital of the world. So that's all you missed right now. We just now started getting into the conversation regarding a whole bunch of arms tournaments that we're going to be doing this week online. We have 2 Splatoon tournaments that we're going to be doing, one this month and one in early September, and those are online tournaments. And then there's a big tournament next week in Dallas, Texas, Absolute Battle. We're working on getting KDZ there and the whole 9 yards. So that's pretty much it. One second. I'll answer someone in the room. One second. Where is this? All right. So wait, what death happened? My aunt died. So, and then 2 other dudes got shot up yesterday by the supermarket that we were going to. One in the morning, one in the night. Just so happened to be there for both of them. It was a bunch of foolishness. Are you excited for the Nintendo tournament in New York? That's a funny thing, now that you asked that. I won't be able to go. I won't be able to go. We won't be able to get a team at that competition. No way. Our teams all scattered all over the place, so we can't really get that to happen. Not no time soon anyway. But we will be. We are playing in some. We are playing in some online tournaments. So the online tournaments is going to prepare us for the offline tournaments, where we get a chance. Let me see something here. So we got everybody. So let me ask people in our Discord, in our community, who's doing what. So tonight we have a tournament. Let's talk about tonight's tournament. So who here is playing in the arms tournament? We have Alpha here. We have Angel. We have.
Yo, I'm back.
Oh, what's going on?
Nothing much. What happened while I was away?
Nothing much. We were just talking about. I don't want to really repeat the same thing. Just but the death in the family, which changed our marriage plans, and we have to reschedule how we're gonna do the whole coming to America for the World Championships.
Oh damn!
Who has us on Echo?
Oh,
That's
that's me.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Angel?
What's up? Speaking of World Championships, did Nintendo contact you on that?
In terms of what?
In terms of maybe they're hosting it, they're having it. Did you know about it going down?
No, yeah, I saw I saw the Twitter when Nintendo posted that they're gonna do a Nintendo World Championships. So yeah, I already knew about the World Championships. That's why we have
so did they contact you in terms of like promotion or anything? Like see what your take on it is or anything?
No. I hit 1 second. Nexus, you have to mute your mic because the rumblings are in your background is cutting Angel out.
My apologies.
Thanks, yo. This thing looks good. It's all greens. No, but Nintendo didn't contact me about it. Wait.
Yeah, I have another question.
I contacted Nintendo once I heard about the World Championships, and but my contact at Nintendo is on vacation, so I have to wait till when he comes back. But it's not until October, so we have time.
Right. I actually wanted to know if you heard about like C&D supposedly dealing with something with Nintendo. I think they're working with him for the Nintendo World Championship. Did you hear about that?
No. Wait. C&D is working with Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he posted up a video about it yesterday.
That's fine.
Is this online? Well, I'm streaming right now, so I can't see it. So what's just paraphrase.
I think basically, I don't know if he's working with Nintendo.
They're flying him out to New York.
Basically, yeah. I don't know the whole logistics, but I think they're flying him out.
And he's supposed to help them promote. That's pretty much it.
Also,
Championships, but the Switch in general.
Wait a minute. So
I thought you would know about that.
So Nintendo is wait. So wait a minute. So Nintendo's flying C&D out to New York?
Yeah.
To promote the Nintendo World Championships? All right, hold on. People are saying some.
Again,
it says C&D has close contacts with people at Nintendo and Best Buy. Yeah, well, okay, so I'm trying to get the context. What I'm trying to get the context is like what you said that Nintendo's working with Nintendo. How you know he's working with Nintendo?
He said so on the video.
He said that. I didn't look at the video, but the name of the video was "I'm working with Nintendo and Best Buy for the Nintendo World Championship."
Oh.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him, but like I didn't watch the video, but I seen the title though. So I mean, maybe I don't know. Like I think he's working with him though. I just wanted to know if you know, and if they even contacted you because you've been promoting Nintendo competitive scene long before all of this, like before Smash Bros, before all of that. So I'm like, how you don't know about this? You know, and how they didn't contact you personally, but they went to TNT, you know?
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Dead End Lover One, please refrain from saying things like that. We really don't want any negative comments to be made about anyone on stream. That's
Wait, who?
just unnecessary.
Oh no.
But
Well,
it's
yeah. Well, no one can see what's saying on the screen, so don't bring attention to it. Don't bring attention to negative comments because I don't have. That's why I don't put comments on our stream so no one can read them because people say some crazy stuff. So just don't bring just don't bring attention to it. They have the right to write whatever they want, though.
all right.
Oh,
Well,
you guys are finally back.
So, question. One more question.
all right. Long story short, Angel. Long story short, no. Nintendo has not contacted me about the Nintendo World Championship. That's number one.
Okay.
Now,
Oh yeah, I actually wanted to talk to you about that later.
all right. So the thing here is you're saying that because I'm trying to understand. You're saying Nintendo contacted CND and hired him to work with them.
Yes. He's
What do-
working with them, yes.
See, I don't want to. My thing is this: I don't like creating. I don't like creating false information. That's my main thing. But let's go. We're gonna go by what you're saying. So if they contacted him to work, if they contacted with him to work for him to work with them on promoting the whole Nintendo thing, then that's good stuff for him. Like more power to him and whatever. I don't have a problem with that. Well, that first of all, it wouldn't be. I don't say that necessarily directly correlates with me. If Nintendo contacts him, what does that have to do with me per se? Like, what's your point?
Well, when you were on the Switch line, you and competitive gaming is just hand in tie. Like I don't see CND. When I seen the video when you were interviewed about the competitive gaming scene and Nintendo and this, that, and the third, you were the one promoting the Nintendo World Championships. You were the one promoting Nintendo competitive gaming, and you were the one saying that Nintendo is going to bring back the World Championships. I heard that from you. I didn't hear that from anyone else. So I would think that you would be contacted about the Nintendo World Championship. So I was just asking, did they contact you, and why? What did Nintendo? I don't have nothing to do with CD. I'm saying why Nintendo really didn't contact you about a competitive Nintendo scene and something that they're bringing back. I would think you would be the first one to be contacted.
Well, there's still time. Nintendo can always still contact me. It's not until October anyway, so I don't want us to jump to any conclusions. You know, it's all the way until October. So hold on, someone's messaging me about something. Wait 1 second. Who's making that noise?
It's coming from Angel.
Oh, Angel, you're having a lot of breakups.
Oh,
There you go. That's way better. That's way better.
okay.
All right. So yeah, that's way better.
No, what I'm
But
saying,
yeah.
okay, you're saying there's still time. Okay.
Mm.
You're saying there's still time. Okay, but this thing is going on this weekend. So, like, I would have thought you would have been contacted long time before this even. Like, Triforce, you are the guy. When it comes to competitive scene, you are the guy. I don't see C&D being competitive gaming. I know C&D is Nintendo, but when it comes to Nintendo and competitive gaming, that would be you. You are the Triforce is Nintendo, and then Triforce is competitive gaming. So when you put those two together and it's Nintendo World Championships, I would think it would be you that they contact.
Oh, you guys talking about that?
Yeah.
I thought Triforce wasn't contacted since he was out of state. I thought Nintendo, that's the reason probably. Because they're going
Out of state. This is the internet.
they're it's not just
Speed, hold on, Speed. Just hold on. Let me see what he's at.
All right. One. Nintendo has since the announcement of, hey Alpha, thank you for the donation, man. Happy to help myself. I'm glad you helped. Thank you.
Yo, there's something, Triforce. There's
Yeah.
something wrong with your direct link to Streamlabs because every time I try to do the direct link,
Yeah.
it crashes. I just end up going to have to go on the actual browser.
Oh, really?
Point that out. Yeah, something wrong with the direct link.
Is that you? Is that you? Who said that?
That's
Oh,
Alpha.
that's Alpha. You said that? You have to go to the direct link. Where's the direct link? It's the direct link.
Direct link in the description.
It's broken.
Yeah, every time I try to use it, it just crashes. I had to go to like the real browser to do it. It's not that big a deal. I'm just saying. You know.
All right. Well, we appreciate the support of you even going through all of that trouble. Anyway, every little bit helps. So thank you. We appreciate that, Alpha, on the donation tip. Getting back to Angel's situation. All right, since the Nintendo has announced this, right, and be going off what I'm hearing from you that they contacted CND, they want him to be as I guess an ambassador, because there's a big difference between working for someone and then someone saying, hey, we need you to help us promote. Because I've worked with Nintendo before, but well actually I've worked with Nintendo and for Nintendo, but
Right.
I just don't.
That's what
I don't want to create this narrative like there's an issue when there isn't. If they contacted him to work for them, right, to help promote the Nintendo World Championship, there's still time. Like the World Championships hasn't started yet. I guess I would have to see the video
Yeah,
because
the preliminaries is I think this weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
So,
in, that's in New York. He doesn't live in New York.
They're flying.
Yeah, exactly. They're flying him out there.
Also, actually, they're
The same way, and you lived in New York. You were promoting in New York, so I
Well,
don't see why they wouldn't contact you to promote,
I
fly
technically
you out.
live in New York, so I'm going to New York
That's what I'm
anyway.
saying.
So
That's what I'm.
my father,
The whole point that I'm making, I don't have no. I'm saying this is that's a little iffy that Nintendo hasn't even contacted you personally.
well,
I mean, like you said, like still time.
Yeah,
I
I don't know because
Angel, CND's going around the world. I mean, going around the earth. I mean, United States. I think that's what I thought because he was going on a road trip from what I got from the video. So
All right.
maybe like
see.
so.
Yeah, wait. Y'all are making. See, this is what I don't like. Don't make accusations. Like, don't say
I'm not
I.
making-
But you said I think. You said I watched the video and I think. Don't watch
Well,
the video
he's-
and think. Just we need the
What did he
facts.
say?
What did he say?
Yeah.
He said he was getting picked up by the other YouTuber, and they're going around the United States, like trying to promote.
There's someone. There's a YouTuber. There's another YouTuber involved.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See,
Who?
so like
Who is it?
Nah.
Let me go back to the video and get a link. Let me get a back to the video and get the link to the YouTuber.
And I don't really personally think CND has credentials in like this is the World Championships. You have Guinness Book World Records of World Championships. What is CND got on World Championships? This is the Nintendo World Championships. What does CND got in the Nintendo World Championships?
I mean, I guess they just feel like. I mean, he's just maybe
CND.
he's just promoting. Like I don't know, man.
Going back on the video,
Nothing to really dwell on.
Like
just
Triforce is competitive gaming though, bro. You cannot he's been going hard for Nintendo competitive gaming, hard for the competitive gaming scene, period, for the longest of times, period. So if you go to, I'm not saying, but you don't even hit him up and say, oh, hey, Triforce, we're doing this, we're doing that. Would you like to help promote this, that, and the third? You know, we can't fly you out, but we could do this, that, and the third.
The point you're trying to make is why hasn't Nintendo contacted me? That's really the question. Because that seems to be the question you're asking.
Yeah.
I don't know why Nintendo hasn't contacted me. I honestly don't know. I don't know what they were looking for, whatever the case may be.
They're looking for CND. Like he got it, but that's not competitive gaming. Like I think trumps his resume in competitive gaming and Nintendo competitive gaming. You yourself was on the line with C&D being interviewed, talking about the Nintendo World Championships and how it's going to come back and watch and this, that, and the third. And Nintendo's going to take over with ARMS. They're going to take over with Splatoon, and they're going to bring it back to the esports and this, that, and the third. Nintendo competitive gaming scene. All I heard him saying was Switch. All I heard him saying was Nintendo. I never heard him really saying competitive gaming. So it's like when you put those together, Nintendo and competitive gaming, and they're trying to bring it back as a world champion, you should be the one that's promoting it with C&D. Both of y'all would have been perfect. That would have been everything. That would have been the Nintendo, and then that would have been the competitive gaming scene.
Well, first of all, hold on to that name for a second. First of all, I just want to point out something. I don't need Nintendo's blessing on promoting competitive gaming, whether it's Nintendo games or not, because I've been doing that since. So that's number one. In fact, you would know we just finished doing our ARMS campaign with Defend the North and Summer Jam, and how we're trying to help promote the whole thing with Splatoon on the Northeast. So, and Defend the North was in New York City. So we're gonna like, regardless if Nintendo contacts me or not, I'm gonna be involved in yeah, I know that, but like, I don't want to make it sound like we're puffing up our chest. You know, we did our own thing. Like, we don't do this to puff up our chest. We do this to promote Nintendo and competitive gaming, because Nintendo's history in competitive gaming. I don't want people to get this twisted and act like, oh, Nintendo's just now getting into the esports. No, Nintendo's been in esports, right?
And that's my point. You've been promoting this, and you've been the man saying that this is not what to promote this, and that's all I'm trying to. So why wouldn't? That's what I'm saying. The fact that you didn't even, it's like, I don't know. To me, I don't see that. I don't see that personally. I don't liking the whole fact that you weren't even contacted. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least see what's going on. Let things be known on a business standpoint, because even if they don't, we're going to do what we do. We're going to continue to push this competitive scene. We're going to continue to push the Nintendo in all aspects, the whole gaming scene. So it's like, I don't know.
There's so many departments in Nintendo, right? That's number one. There's so many departments in Nintendo. I'm not too sure if they if the people that contacted C&D they even know about me. Now that may be kind of crazy. Like, how can they not know about you? I was online with C&D doing the whole Switch launch, so they had to have known about me. But there's a new there are new elements in Nintendo today that were not there when I was around doing my thing back then. And perhaps they're just not interested in me. And I'm reading the comments here in the stream, and people are like, you know, C&D has 200,000 followers. And he's kid friendly.
But there's people that's bigger than C&D in the Nintendo.
Well, that's true.
Because personally, this is Nintendo competitive gaming right now. What we're talking about is the Nintendo World Championships.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a person that has been promoting Nintendo, a person that has promoted the competitive Nintendo scene, a person I don't see C&D as that person. Personally, I see Triforce as the person that's been promoting it for the longest time.
So what you're doing, you're trying to separate the whole. What you're doing is you're separating the whole Nintendo, competitive Nintendo and Nintendo. That it isn't just
it's a resume though. I'm talking about your I'm separating resume Stanfield. I'm saying all he has on his resume is just Nintendo. You have Nintendo, competitive games, competitive Nintendo, competitive competitive gaming, Nintendo, competitive gaming. So why wouldn't you be? You get what I'm saying? Your resume is fused like no one other. Like,
well, there's always some politics to stuff. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I really don't know. This is news to me. It's kind of funny because this morning when I woke up, I was on Skype and C&D popped on and said "Ring." C&D was on, and I say hey, and he didn't answer me back. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna call him. I'll ask him what's going on. You know, like I said,
Yeah, like that's a big step. This is gonna be his first step in the competitive scene, promoting it or whatever he's doing. He's now got something on his resume where, hey, well, I was working with Nintendo competitive Nintendo World Championships, and now you know what I mean, this, that, and the third. So therefore, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But I would see him contacting you or Nintendo contacting you. I would see you knowing about this because Isaiah Triforce Johnson, Nintendo World Championships, Nintendo competitive gaming, Nintendo, all those like.
so
That's all. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
well, I'm reading some of the comments here, some by Guru Wu and Garth and stuff like that, and I think a lot of people are perhaps taking this blowing it out of proportion. You guys got to keep it in mind, like we don't know what's going on. So you're saying what we know is
And
this?
like you said, there is still time. There is still time for them to contact you, correct
Yeah.
or incorrect? So,
Well,
but all I'm
you
saying is
had
that
mentioned.
the preliminaries is this weekend.
So they're
That's all I was saying.
so they're flying him out this weekend.
Yes, he will be in New York this weekend.
And that means if okay, so I'm putting the pieces together based on my history with Nintendo. Whenever I wanted to do anything with Nintendo, like when Zelda 3DS came out, right? Nintendo flew me down to San Francisco 2 weeks before. Well, actually, it was more than 2 weeks. They flew me down 2 weeks. I went down to San Francisco. I was there. I got a copy of the game, the whole 9 yards. I played with them. I did a review on my site and whole stuff like that and all that. And that was like three. Then 2 weeks later, there was a launch of the game, and I was the first on the line and the whole 9 yards. And we did the media press and all this other stuff. So if he's coming to New York this weekend, that means this was already planned a couple of weeks ago. And if he's coming out
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
if he's coming out to New York, he should be there tonight or tomorrow morning. Now,
It could have
go on, jump in.
it could have been planned when he went to San Francisco to see the new Metroid game.
Yeah,
'Cause he did get the-
I saw that. I saw that video of his on his YouTube where he was doing the whole thing with the Metroid. So they could have talked to him from then. Actually, that actually makes sense that they probably did talk to him about that and was like, hey, we want you to do something. But I'm trying to understand the nature of them hiring you. You guys are using a real broad term. Oh, Nintendo hired C&D to help do the promo. What does the promo entail? I'm going to watch the video afterwards, now that you guys brought this up. So I'll watch the video afterwards. But based on we're here on the stream, break it down for me. What was it? Who watched? First of all, who here watched the video?
I watched it.
I watched all of it, to be honest.
Who's that? Who said I watched all of it? Seems?
It's me, Sam. Hello.
Oh, Sam's. All right. So, all right. Give me... Tell me your interpretation. Oh, you guys put it in the group chat. All right. Tell me your interpretation about it. Well, what did you get from it?
So, beginning of the video, C&D talks about that it was a partnership with Best Buy and Nintendo to promote not just the Nintendo World Tournament, but also just to promote the Switch demos that are going on nationwide. Outside of this, he said C&D specifically mentions that he wasn't able to specifically talk about the logistics, what is actually going on, and his terminology is he says they basically hired me. After watching the video, I don't really have a concise conclusion as what Nintendo had asked. I kind of don't like to use the word hire. I think it'd be best is to just for like people who are interested to watch the video and if anyone actually has contact with them, just to ask them what, like Triforce, maybe you should just ask them what is going on. I didn't get any reading that Nintendo specifically is hiring him, like how we're using the words right now.
See, and that's what I don't want. I don't want to create any type of like false nonsense. Like I don't want to get into that. That's my thing. That's why at first I was like, okay, what does this have to do with me? I don't care. He's doing his own thing. But like, I get your point, Angel. I see what you're trying to say. Why didn't they contact me? But it's not the first time. Like, during the 2015 World Championships, 3 months before the World Championships, I contacted Nintendo to try to be a part of it because I want to help promote it, and I didn't get an invite from them. So and they just didn't. In fact, they just didn't answer me. That was actually it. So not everything I'm going to be involved in, or whatever the case may be. I do get your point. You know, I've been in these streets promoting a Nintendo competitively for years, and in a sense, like Guru is saying here in the stream, he's like, why are they snubbing me? But there's a lot of things that's going on in Nintendo, and I just think that me honestly, to them, my time's up. Like they're not interested in working with me in that level anymore. I could be wrong. It's whatever the case may be. They want to work with C and D, and they have somebody new to work with. It's just that's how the nature of the industry is. I'm going to continue to do what I do on our side, and hopefully opportunities open up there on that end. But I can't until I gotta watch a video. I gotta call Nintendo, talk to a couple of
All
people
right,
before
yeah.
I can come up with an opinion. 'Cause I'm just getting bombarded by like newsflash, Triforce, Nintendo contacted C&D to do a world tour and stuff like that. Did they contact you? No. Okay. Well, like nah, you can't just make an opinion just based off bits of information. I gotta get the whole, you know, I have to get the whole thing. Wait a minute, what's going on in here? What are these guys saying? My brother, you're just trying to drive a divide between. What is arguing? Well, no,
Alright.
JRPG. No one. Okay, so JRPG is getting your questions mixed up. Angel JRPG. Angel is not talking about C and D. Angel's talking about Nintendo. So I don't understand. I don't understand like how you got that. He's questioning why hasn't Nintendo contacted me. He didn't say anything about C and D. He's simply saying that Nintendo contacted C and he feels, in his opinion, that I have better credentials when it comes to competitive games for Nintendo. So why haven't they contacted me? Nothing I've taken so far in here has anything to do with C and D. Like I don't have an issue with C and D. I'm glad he got this opportunity. But his question to me, from correct me if I'm wrong, is that what you mean, Angel, or do you mean something about C and D?
Oh, you're correct. I would have corrected you if you was wrong.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's not about C and D. He's asking why didn't Nintendo contacted me. It's less than 8 minutes long, Triforce. You should watch it on stream and break it down. He said something about joining this ex-Vine guy and his family to go on a road trip as well. All right, and it's happening in September. Maybe Triforce, you should watch a video for yourself and come to your own conclusion. All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute myself, and you guys in the Discord, you can have a conversation with the people in the stream. You guys can discuss the situation. Give me 8 minutes to watch this. I'll come back to you guys, and I'll come up to my consensus on the situation. So I will be right back.
Alright. His name is Josh Garnett.
Honestly, to be honest, maybe it's just because they want to like work with people that just have, like you said, like someone said, with just a high media following. I mean, look at the Nintendo Summer Invitational. The people that were into Matt Pat, he's not a competitive gamer. JD Withers, they're not competitive gamers. They're just people with a high following, people that are liked, which is why they were able to which is why they participated. They're not all competitive gamers. There was like two. There was like two. Like for example, the Pokken Invitational was only Justin Wong. I forgot the other guy's name, but everyone else were just YouTubers. So it's not even really just a crack. They just probably.
But they did give C&D an extra Switch. And they could be like, for like an eSports setup. I thought that's
yes, you're right on that.
Because the guy who's going on a road trip with him is Josh Garnett, ex-Vine or something. He has a YouTube channel, and they're like going around and promoting it, and then they're going to try to enter. That's why he has the extra Switch for an eSports setup. That's what I thought.
Oh my god, this shit is.
I mean, regardless, after watching the video, it just sounded like, to me, it just sounded like C&D was promoting like the opportunity he got. He just wanted to share with his fans. In any case, EMP here, we're still promoting. We got our plans, we got our things together, and
yeah, honestly, I feel like we should stop talking. Well, I feel like this is something that, because if we keep on dwelling on this really isn't a relevant like situation in
Topic.
a sense where I feel like
CND is
trolls are
still new to
watching.
YouTube and all of this, so it's not like his fault when he gets opportunities. He doesn't think of others. Like he's
And
just
the troll-
wowed by it. He's just
the
new.
trolls are watching. So if we keep addressing this situation, which really has no real relevance, always happens is we're gonna look like we're jealous in a sense, and that's just feeding the trolls. So I feel like this should just stop being. We shouldn't address this anymore.
Alright.
That's just how I feel.
So, Alpha, did you get Sonic Mania?
Sonic Mania? No, I did not.
Why not? I mean, come on,
I
dude.
was about to buy it, but I decided to donate that to Triforce instead.
Wow. Okay.
I heard it's great though. I mean, it's only
It
$20.
really
I'm gonna
is.
pick it up.
Yeah, Mania is fantastic.
And there's a Knuckles, and there's a Sonic Mania and Knuckles in Sonic Mania mode.
Well, you already make me happy if I get to play as Knuckles. Now, you know what I've always kind of wanted to see? 2D Shadow.
Oh no.
That wouldn't be bad.
But Shadow will be just a copy of Sonic because he has no extra abilities.
True.
And you can't just count his super form because everyone's super form is OP. It'd be unfair to give him like projectiles.
Honestly, like I said, I have no problem with 2D Sonic, but I feel like or at the very least, if they're going to continue doing this, what they should do next is try to revive Sonic Advanced. Because I think those were my favorite games in the Sonic franchise. Like Sonic Advance, when you were able to play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles.
I feel like
Amy.
I feel like Amy and Cream should be the next duel, and then like they're doing something with Sonic and Tails.
Exactly, my brother. Amy.
And then Knuckles and Blaze can be the off shadows.
Actually, yeah, Sonic Rush was a good one. So yeah, I'm all for Knuckles and Blaze. I'm all for Blaze.
Because they're like rivals, except they're friends, Amy and Blaze. And the same with Sonic and Knuckles.
I think Silver needs to be forgotten in the Abyss, though.
No. I think Silver and Shadow should have a game, and maybe Rouge and Omega. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, this is cool. What's it called? We can have, like, I guess it would be Sonic.
Something with Sonic, Tails, and Amy and Cream, and then Knuckles and Blaze. Because then they have the three right over there.
So you're talking about 06 HD?
No.
Oh, boy.
I'm talking about, like, with Mania, but they just make, like, a copy.
That's fine. Whether there's a Mania... This actually just popped in my head. You guys seen the Mario Kart VR experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think Sonic should get VR treatment too?
No. People would throw up. People would throw up. You're going way too fast. And just, wow. Mm-mm. I know it's going to be weird, but you know what would be a pretty good VR experience? If a Pokemon VR would be really dope.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
I think Pokemon VR would be really good. That's the future.
What?
A VR? Yeah.
All right, I'm back. I seen enough of the video to kind of assess the whole situation here, and at the same time, I've been reading some of the posts being made here. And
Did you see the part where he got a Switch?
Yeah, I was just saying, like just now in the chat, I was saying that honestly, this situation doesn't even deserve to be addressed. And I feel like the trolls are watching, and if we continue to address such an irrelevant situation, it's going to come off as being jealous in a sense. And
no,
that's just...
you can't. They can't. And trolls cannot. If people see that's not how it works. You can't shy away from opinions. In order for trolls to try to frame this as Triforce as being jealous, I myself being on the stream would have to showcase that in the stream. No one can read what the trolls are saying in the stream chat to have a ideal of where my mind is unless I state it. So we can't be worried about trolls in the stream chat saying what they want to say or whatever the case may be. Everyone has the opinion. Number two, it's a conversation. And sometimes you have to have these type of conversations. So it's like you can't shy away from a conversation because it may be uncomfortable. To me, like, this is not an uncomfortable conversation. Angel has made a statement to me regarding what's going on with Nintendo. His question is, has Nintendo contacted me? If not, why? He's asking me if I know why. The reality is I don't know why. Number two, I didn't even know this was going on. So this is news to me. And he feels that I would be either better suited for the job or could have done the job with C&D. After reading this video, C&D and some other guy, I don't even know who that guy is. I guess he's some popular guy, or Nintendo would not have picked him. All right, but now they're doing some road trip to promote Switches around the country or whatever the case may be. Now, could Nintendo have said, hey, let's go with the duo, the dynamic duo again of Triforce and C&D? That would work, in my opinion, a little bit better to the core Nintendo community and the expansive Nintendo community because of the 1 month launching campaign of the Nintendo Switch. That's me personally. But Nintendo clearly doesn't think that. Nintendo felt that whoever the guy, what is that guy's name? The one with the guitar. Who is he? Does anyone know who he is?
Just an ex-Vine store.
Yeah.
What's an ex-Vine store?
An ex-Vine star is someone.
Oh, star, not store.
What's his name?
My bad.
Oh, he's a
Josh Garnett. Josh Garnett.
What has he done? Who, like, okay, he's an ex-Vine star. I know Vine is one of those little what's those things?
It was an app that became famous over people making like quick highlight reels. It
Oh.
got canceled over last year from Twitter and stuff, and now people are trying to go over to YouTube since they don't have a job anymore. Vine was their only job.
Okay, so this is an ex-Vine star who Vine popped. It doesn't work or whatever the case may be. He's over here. Nintendo decided to work with him. What is his affiliation with Nintendo? What's his history with Nintendo?
I don't know right now because I'm trying to look him up, but I'm gonna assume that he's like a fan of Nintendo and maybe made Nintendo Vines or something.
Okay, so all right, now the question. So here's where things. This is why I said this is like it's not about jealousy. We're simply asking questions here. We have a topic. We're delving into the topic. We're getting deeper into it, and we're asking questions. No one should be. We should not be put in a situation where you can't question something. Like you're just asking a question. You want to try to figure out why. I want to figure out why did they pick. I can see why they picked C&D. That was the whole point. Like that's why it helped C&D. It was for him to become the new Captain N. That's the point of Nintendo picking C&D to come do the thing. And this is where I kind of agree with Angel on the whole situation. Did they contact me? They didn't contact me, so okay. If they didn't contact me, why? Clearly, they contacted this ex-Vine star. I don't even know who this guy is. I've never heard of him in my 30-something years in the Nintendo community. So why did they pick him? What impact does he have on the Nintendo community? He doesn't have one. He has an impact in mainstream overall. And this is one of Nintendo's greatest errors that Nintendo make. Nintendo, and this is my critique on Nintendo. Nintendo really doesn't focus on their core audience enough. The core audience is very weak. Nintendo goes for the mainstream of the mainstream, and sadly, the mainstream audience really is to Microsoft and Sony. And Nintendo's trying to bite into that without strengthening their core audience first. That's a mistake. That's a mistake I think Nintendo makes personally. Now, however Nintendo's going to do their business, Nintendo's going to do their business. I can't tell them, and I don't work for them, so they do whatever they want. But I personally felt that they could have picked me over that Vine guy. If they had picked like some superstar, then fine. But I don't think that Vine star would make a better. All right, let me put it to the people in the stream. Everyone in the stream. C&D and this Vine star, Nintendo national tour promoting Nintendo Switch, or Triforce and C&D traveling the nation promoting Nintendo Switch. which one do you think would have a greater reach?
You guys, because it's basically like some random guy we don't know about. He could be like a Jake Paul or something.
Now,
Wait, sorry, I think there might be a little. I remember watching the video. I don't think the the ex Vine star guy. I don't think he was chosen by Nintendo. I think he was just doing he's doing his own thing. They just happened to meet at New York.
No. It says that they're gonna, him and that guy is gonna be doing a tour around the country for Nintendo, unless I'm mistaken.
You're not.
We can go back and watch that.
They even gave Sandy
I'll
an
go
extra
do that,
Switch,
actually.
which I thought was for a gaming setup for an esports. That's what I thought when they gave him an extra Switch and setup.
So now I'm just asking a question there. See, and if you look in the chat, everyone is saying myself and C&D would have been a better choice, but Nintendo picked this guy for whatever reason or however the agreement was set up. It's actually really not important how it was picked. They picked it, and that's what they're gonna do and whatever. Angel, this is all based on the question Angel is asking. Has Nintendo contacted me, and if not, why? And the answer is I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I can next week. I'll contact Nintendo and ask them. Actually, I don't even know about that. Like contacting Nintendo and asking them what? Well, like who's me to call Nintendo and question them? Why'd you pick that guy, not me? Like, what am I calling for? What's the purpose of the call? Am I calling Nintendo, asking them, can I be on the tour, and so forth? Like, how does that? Then I have to worry about how does that conflict in the current schedule that we currently have and that we're working on. Like, there's so many things. So we got to be careful on how we touch the situation. But that doesn't mean that we can't talk about it. That doesn't mean that we can't conversate about what was done. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not human. And like Guru said, stop trying to, make Nintendo look good. Because to a certain degree, it does make me question certain things. Like, why didn't Nintendo call me? Why didn't they? So that is a legitimate question. Why didn't they call? Like, this is. I could rationalize and understand. Hold on for a second. Okay, cool. This is not hot. I could rationalize and understand if Nintendo was just doing this to promote just the Nintendo Switch as is for what it is and push that going forward, whatever. Not a problem. Got no problems with that. But the fact that they're promoting competitive gaming, Nintendo's competitive gaming, and I think avid is an understatement. I can honestly say I have been probably one of the top 3 supporters of Nintendo esports in all of the video game industry. I have the videos, I have the articles, I have the support to prove it, and we're still doing it now. So I kind of do feel slighted that they would contact someone who has nothing to do with the lineage or the history. They could have contacted Thor Ackleord. They could have contacted John Numbers, who won the Nintendo World Championships last night. They could have contacted Mike Iorosi. They could have contacted Billy Mitchell. I'm like, come on, the guy's a Donkey Kong and Pac-Man champion. You could have contacted him, Walter Day. There's all these. They could have contacted D1. There's all these other people when it comes to Nintendo competition or competitive gaming in the Nintendo universe. They could have contacted. To not have contacted any of them and then not contact me, that is a slight. That can be perceived as a slight. Let me say it that way. That can be perceived as a slight. But the reality is they didn't call me. We don't know why. To assume it's a slight is that's being what they were saying in the chat. Oh, being jealous or insecure or whatever the case may be. That would be jealous. So I am not going to assume I know why Nintendo did not contact me, and I'm not going to take it as a slight, no matter how I feel about the situation. I can call Nintendo, I can have a conversation with them. Hey, you never know. I probably call Nintendo, ask them, and they say, okay, Travis, we'll invite you to the World Championships or whatever. We'll see. But until then, anything else is trying to kind of like make it more than what it needs to be. So, I just don't want to go down that road you know, so yeah, that's just me. Let me see some of these guys comments here. A bunch of people started typing and whatever. And like I said, this has nothing to do with C and D. Sorry, go. What were you just gonna say?
Two things. It could also be because you're maybe retired, and I just found this channel. I don't see, just looking at it, I don't see anything Nintendo related.
Speed, what are you? Hold on. Okay, what's going on? Because I had a meeting real quick. I'm sorry. What? Can you put me back on topic? What's going on right now? The topic right now.
No. We were talking about. So I watched the video. I took a little bit of time to watch the video. I watched about 5 minutes of the video, whatever the case may be. And what we're talking about is that it's like some people are saying, you know, it's not C&D's fault, and I'm telling them we're not blaming C&D or whatever the case may be. The reality is we don't.
This has nothing to do with C&D though.
Yeah, the thing is we don't know.
The only thing is, all right. The only thing that I said about C&D or anything about C&D was that did he contact you? You said no. I said okay. That was it. But the big thing that I was saying, the big point that I was making was, did Nintendo contact you about the business aspect and about the promotion of the competitive gaming scene? Because you are competitive gaming. In my point of view, when I see Nintendo and I see Nintendo competitive gaming and then I see Nintendo World Championships, I don't see C&D. That's not what I see. If anybody else sees that, that's great. That's beautiful. Now that's what, but I'm just saying, like, it looks like they trying to move you up and put him in the competitive side. I thought he was the one that, you know, does the Switch lines, and he's going to be doing lines and doing, you know, and promoting Nintendo and this, that, and the third. But when it comes to competitive gaming and the FGC and all these things and the or whatever, like competitive gaming in a whole, I see Triforce. That's what I see. Like, so that's where I was getting at. If anybody's confused, I'll say it one more time. Like, or I don't know.
Someone's saying I should join C&D on a tour. But like
oh my gosh. See, first of all, C&D does not have no power to make him join them on the tour. That's where I was getting at. I said, did Nintendo contact Triforce? Because I agree, you should join C&D on the tour, but that doesn't have nothing to do with C&D. That has to do with Nintendo. They got to contact you and say, yo, we're putting C&D on a tour. Would you like to reconnect with him and make a whole nother godlike mission where it's you, C&D, and we're going to bring back Nintendo World Championship? That shit would have blew up like fire. Like fire.
And you also have to think Best Buy is doing it.
I'm sorry for cursing, and I'm sorry for cursing.
You cursed? I missed it.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You also have to think Best Buy is doing it too, and they're actually going out of business. So this could be.
Well,
this is what they're trying to do.
Well, wait, what time? Yeah, I was about to say that, like, before C&D did anything with Nintendo and Best Buy, like I did something with Nintendo and Best Buy twice. So like I launched their 3DS.
I was just about to say that.
With the president of Best Buy and Reggie selling me the first 3DS. So that's not an excuse right there. But that's not the point. So there's two things I'm going to look into. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm going to do. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to contact C&D. I'm going to ask him about his tour. And whatever he's doing here now, or whatever the case may be in New York right now, I can't do anything about it. That's just a reality. I can't, because it's too late. I don't have the money, or whatever the case may be. People are saying I should join them on the tour. I will contact Nintendo. I will ask them directly, can I join C&D on the tour? But this is I'm going to have a stream about this, right? And before I call Nintendo and ask them, I'm going to contact C&D and ask him, would you mind me coming with you on the tour? That's the first thing I'm going to ask him. Number two, if he doesn't want me to come with him on a tour, that's fine. You know, I don't want to encroach on his opportunity. I'm not trying to get him in trouble or whatever the case may be, or make him feel uncomfortable or create any type of tension situation. I'm not interested in doing that. And then that's just it. But in the case, in the event that he goes, yeah, Triforce, sure, then we have a problem now. Because if he says yes and I contact Nintendo and Nintendo goes, okay, Triforce, we can't pay for you to come on the tour, and you guys want to come, then I would have to raise my own money now to go. And then that may even be a problem, because now there's a word for that. It's called imposing. I'm imposing myself on a situation. And I'm not trying to ride anybody. First of all, that's a personal thing. I'm not trying to ride nobody. I'm just not with it. I'm not with the riding on anybody. I don't ride nobody. So
first of all, I don't really think it had nothing to do with C&D. Like, I don't think it had. We're getting off topic. Like it had nothing to do with C and D. YouTube, everyone that's watching, thank you for watching. It has nothing to do with C and D. Like I was just saying, competitive gaming, Nintendo, Nintendo World Championships, they're bringing it back. I would think that they would have contacted you, point blank period. If they couldn't have had the decency to contact you and say, oh, you know, we're bringing back the Nintendo World Championships, this and the third. You could do your own promotion, like you just said, on your own accord, like we always do. We still gonna do it, but if we don't know about it, how are we gonna promote it?
Well, they did put out the commercial for the Nintendo World Championships, and we already wanted to promote it or whatever. So it's not like we couldn't or like we can't. We're gonna like you, but you are right. Regardless how this what happens in this situation, regardless what happens in this situation, we're gonna do it regardless. Like, you know, I'm not doing this because I'm looking for like benefits from Nintendo and stuff like that. Although I would like to be recognized for the efforts that I do to help them. But if they're not gonna offer or create, if they're not gonna present any opportunities to offer me, it's just what it is, man. Yeah, like I don't need to go over how the world of business works to anyone here. You all should know. That's just the nature of this scene, man. It's what it is. So, like I said, I'll call them. I'll have a conversation with them, a positive conversation. I'll just simply ask. If it's a no, I'm like, I'll let you guys know. But it's like, I see. I don't even know if I want to ask because see, I don't think some of you guys are even ready for a no. But you have to be ready for that no. If it's a no, it's not a bad thing. If it's a no, it's just a no. Let me tell you guys a story. Let me tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna put you onto a story because believe it or not, this actually happened before. It's story time from Triforce. Hold on.
I'm about to sit down for this. Hold up.
Okay, so Crazy Man is like, just get more information, and I agree with him. That's what I want to do. So, and yes, Speedy, Best Buy is involved. You know, so whatever the case may be. So let me tell you this story right now. I'll put you guys onto the story. So, in 2004, Nintendo had this thing called the Nintendo Street Team. I don't know if you guys know about this, the Nintendo Street Team, but they had a group, this thing called the Nintendo Street Team. Let me see something here. Okay, so yeah, all right. I was gonna get you guys videos so you could like what's the word for this? Some pictures so that you can see, but I'll show you guys that another time. So there was this thing called the Nintendo Street Team, right? And then in the Nintendo Street Team, Nintendo was trying to promote the Game Boy Advance. They had this truck called the Nintendo Armada, and Nintendo had the I was gonna say Wii U, but the GameCube out and everything. And inside the Armada, the four doors open up and the back part of the car, the truck lifts up. Well, it's an SUV. It lifts up, and they had games inside the car, on the side of the cars, and stuff like that. So they would drive the Armada around New York, and they would park it in certain places of New York, and they open it out, and everyone was walking around, and they had these Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP belts, and there were batteries plugged in, so kids could come to a standing Nintendo rep and pull out the Game Boy Advances and start playing them, right? With there. And the whole point of this entire thing was to get everybody to come and test out Nintendo's newest products and stuff like that. Before they even had a official team running, myself, along with members of Empire Arcadia, came out and supported the Nintendo Armada, or we call it the Nintendo Street Team campaign, because well, most of us are Nintendo fans, especially me, and we want to promote it. So we pushed it and everything. We helped them host tournaments at neutral grounds. They had it was called Nintendo Challenge 5, a whole bunch of stuff like that going on, and it is godlike. So when Nintendo decided to host a campaign before they did their real big push, because every city had one. So I think there was one in Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, LA, Texas, New York. There was a couple of them. And they wanted to come together with the official street team. And they had people vote online. The first voting campaign that they had, I had a... Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Yeah, my internet dropped down bad. I just watched it drop down to like literally red. But it looks like it's back. It's holding at 24. Okay, so hopefully it'll hold right now. And we should come to a conclusion to this anyway. Hold on for a second, Poljin, because yeah, I want to kind of run this real quick and then kind of end the stream on this note. Because I want to end the stream in 5 minutes. So we have an hour and 30 minutes stream or whatever the case may be. So now they decided to have a voting contest, right? And in the voting contest, I had 98% votes that I should be on the Nintendo Street Team. When they came up with the complete then they had to cancel that one. I don't know why. They never said why they were stopping that voting thing and starting all over again. But the second time, I had like 88%. And I had the highest percentage in the entire nation. Because they wanted to get on the Nintendo Street Team, you had to be known as like the most popular Nintendo fan. Why should you be on the Street Team? How much people do you know? Whatever the case may be. At 88%, I was not picked for the Nintendo Street Team. Even though I had the most percentage. Even though I did the most, I still was not selected. Even with that being done, the guy that was Kyle Mercury, he was the guy that was running the Street Team. He was the manager who was running the Street Team. He actually cried because he was like, why wouldn't Nintendo pick you? And you have to understand that it's like, it's not Nintendo. There are people in Nintendo that don't make the best decisions. There's people in any company that don't make the best decisions, and it gives the overall company a bad look because the company has to live or die on the decisions made by certain people. It's fine. I said, okay, even though Nintendo did not pick me for the Street Team, I then decided anyway to say I will use my own money and come out with them in New York and be a part of the Street Team and help promote them anyway. And we did it anyway. And then a week and a half at Neutral Grounds, we had this big Nintendo community. It was a Nintendo community forum or summit. And the president of MagFest at the time, Brandon, was there. Brendan was there from MagFest. And I was surprised when Kyle said, hey, Triforce, I got a surprise for you. After reviewing your dying commitment to Nintendo, you're not dying, but your never yielding commitment to Nintendo, support Nintendo and all this other stuff, he pulled out a shirt and he was like, Nintendo now brings you on as an official Nintendo Street Team member. Hold on. 1 second. With Brendan and Kyle, right? Let me see if it comes up. I want to see if it comes up on do I even have this? I think I think I have this in one of my files here. The picture. I wanted to show you guys a picture. Really, you're not gonna work? Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. Pictures. Save pictures. Let me see if I have it in my pictures, which I probably don't. I'll show you guys this picture at a later date. I would have to go look for it. It's on my Facebook somewhere, and whatever the case may be. But he presented a shirt to me, and he was like, here you go, Triforce. Welcome to the Nintendo Street Team. And I became an honorary member of the Nintendo Street Team. We went out, we did our thing, and all was well. So I don't know if someone from headquarters got a different, take on the situation, and they were like, yo, we can't do this to Triforce. We gotta, the guy's been promoting us. Undying. Thank you, Gapso. And they just decide to change their mind. And that could be the situation here. Who knows? We don't know what the situation is in turn. But the point is, it's not the first time that Nintendo has decided to do something in their realm, and they have not invited me. Like, let's look at what happened in the last 3 years of Nintendo. You have the Nintendo World Championships. There was a lot of things that you've had with Nintendo. I wasn't a part of it. Does that mean that I didn't ask? I asked, but I didn't get the invite or whatever the case may be. And there's nothing different with this situation right now. Do I feel that they could have myself and C&D would make a better team on this national tour to do for the Nintendo Championship? Yeah, sure, that's my personal thing. But Nintendo feels that this Vine guy would make better for reaching out to more people. Perhaps his image is better. Perhaps his particular target demographic is what Nintendo's looking for, and not mine. My target demographic that I aim for is the overall Nintendo community and the competitive element to it, which then makes Angel's point. He's like, exactly. So if you focus on Nintendo's competitive scene, how can they not pick you? That's his question, which is why he's questioning Nintendo. This has nothing to do with C&D. People are always trying to make this a C&D Triforce thing or a Triforce Etika thing. People always do that. I don't understand why. But whatever the case may be. But on closing on that, I'll contact C&D, I'll contact Nintendo, I'll see what their points of views are on the whole situation. I need everybody to just... people with their loud mics. I just need everyone to just remain calm. Let me talk to these guys, see what they're gonna do. And we have to be able to respectfully agree with whatever decision that they want to make. They don't want me to come on a tour with them, or then that's fine. It's not a big deal. We have other things that we have to do anyway. Like I mentioned, we're pushing our ARMS division hardcore. We have a tournament tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday in ARMS online. We're trying to prepare a big thing with ARMS at the end of the year. We have our Splatoon division going. Oblivion is going to be preparing for the Nintendo World Championships. And then we have to get ready for our campaign in New York for the World Championships, Mario Odyssey, and then the International Video Game Hall of Fame. So, I just want everybody, I read some of you guys' comments. Some of you guys are going ham. But everyone just should calm down. Everyone calm down, Thank you, Garth. I appreciate that. But, let's just... Speedy Gaming. I'm starting to notice something, Speedy. Everyone had already concluded that it has nothing to do with C&D. In fact, I've been saying this over and over on the stream, but you keep saying it. Stop writing that in the chat because you're actually perpetuating it. Everyone got it. We know it has nothing to do with C&D. No one's saying that. You're the only one who keeps mentioning it. So it's like you're trying to drive a narrative. Stop saying that. We know C&D had no control over it. We know that. No one mentioned him. So, okay, so fine. Damn, that's getting annoying. Like, we're sitting there like, we know it's not C&D. C&D has no control over it. We know, we just said that. Like, okay. So, anyway. I guess that's pretty much it, unless anyone has any closing remarks. Let me give people some closing remarks and some, yeah, I'll give you guys a closing remarks before we stop the stream, and then, we can move on to some other stuff.
Stay speedy.
Yo, Garth is going ham, B.
What were you saying about Oblivion and the Nintendo World Championships?
Oh, we have a player who's going to try to qualify for the Nintendo World Championships because he actually plays Mario Kart professionally. See, in EMP, we have a whole Nintendo division. At Linify, we just revamped our whole Nintendo division because our Nintendo division used to be me, Todd Rogers, Royal Lance. We had a guy called EMP Aztec, but he's no longer with us. And a couple of guys in EMP. Grim plays Pokemon for us and stuff like that. But now with the third dynasty coming around, we revamped our entire new Nintendo division. I'm retired, but I still coach the players and mentor them, and I'm helping to push the whole Nintendo esports campaign.
I'm on the Splatoon division. I know, but you.
Yeah, so we have Splatoon guys, we have ARMS guys, we have Pokemon guys, and we have Mario Kart guys. So we trying to go ham. Is that JP talking about Triforce?
No, JP doesn't talk.
Yeah, JP doesn't talk.
Hey, Triforce.
Yeah, okay. Who's that? That's Carl?
Yeah,
Poldo, what's up?
I had a long night making that mashup video, so I just kind of fell asleep during the meeting that led up to this stream.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't really miss any.
Can I speak freely?
Yes, you can speak freely.
I know what's going on.
No cursing though. No cursing.
I'm not gonna curse.
Okay.
I'm not gonna curse. I just think there's not a day that goes by that I don't think it's just disgusting that you get no respect from the Nintendo, like the business side of the Nintendo.
That's a very hold on. That's a general statement though. You're making you're painting a huge brush, and I'm telling
that's
you, that's
just my opinion.
Okay.
That's how I feel. So it's gonna be broad.
Yo, Hugh is stupid. You see what he wrote? All right, go on.
I think Nintendo's a great company, like one of the best. But as far as your relationship with them is concerned, I think they're missing out.
I've never been a big fan of Nintendo's business practice. I love their games, but that's what I mean by great company. I love their content, but I don't like how they deal with certain things. I mean, look at how they act on YouTube. It's just
right.
Hey man, but hey, look,
that's just how I feel about the whole situation.
I get it, but it's not my company, so there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is ask. I would love to be a part of their tour, whatever, but I'm not going to impose myself on anyone. I think I'm going to contact C&D first and just talk to him first, get his opinion about it. If C&D even gives me the slightest hint that he feels I'm imposing or encroaching on his opportunity, I'm just going to be like, actually, never mind. Right? That's just it. I won't even call Nintendo and ask them. If worse comes to worse, we'll just see what happens in New York, because we'll be in New York for the Nintendo World Championships, and then we'll just deal with it as it comes. It's like it's not an issue, man. It's not an issue.
I agree with caller.
All right, so anybody else? All right, guys.
Jeffers, I'll be honest, I don't feel like we should contact anybody on it. I mean, we're doing our own thing right here. I think we should just focus to build the company up before we try to help out Nintendo a little bit more. We've done enough for right now. I think we should try to build up the company.
No, well, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. I'm a huge advocate for Nintendo, especially in the competitive field. That's the thing. Oh, Angel put the stream for ARMS up in the room, so we in there tonight. I will be streaming us in the online ARMS tournament tonight, guys. So we will be back later on in the stream. Best believe that.
Tonight?
Yes, it's tonight.
Oh my God. The whole reason I didn't enter was because I thought it was tomorrow, because I had to work.
Wait, the Friday one is 4 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. No, stream goes up at 8 p.m. tonight. So the stream goes up in 3 hours. But so we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back in 3 hours from now. You guys can watch that. For those who missed the stream will take about an hour to process or so. So then it'll be up. You guys can watch the stream. You guys can watch the stream a little bit later regarding the whole thing. So this whole topic, and see our points on the whole stuff.
And it's way too late to enter now, right? So,
yeah, it's too late to enter now. So everybody, just to close on the thing, because I just want to say something about Speed. Like Speed, it is my duty, my own personal duty, to support any initiative that, well, whoever made the comment about we shouldn't be going after Nintendo or whatever. No, I'm gonna go after it, because any initiative that Nintendo does, I'm gonna offer my services. Any initiative Nintendo does in Nintendo or esports, especially for Nintendo esports, I'm always going to offer my service. All they have to do is say, no, thank you, Trappers. We appreciate your offer, but we have it from here. I got no problem. It's not the first time Nintendo's ever told me no. They told me no before, and I simply backed up and let them do their thing. They got it. But there's nothing wrong with asking. I think we're in a society where everyone just wants to, just curl up in this little corner and just, nah. EMP doesn't rock that way, man. We're going to ask, especially me. I'm going to ask. The most they can say is no, and if they say no, I thank you for the, thanks. I just wanted to see what was going on, see if I could be a part and help. They say no, we continue to do our own thing, and next opportunity comes up, we run it back. Now, I see some of you guys stuff in here, man. I get it.
There's too many speeds.
We're only human, but that's what it is. Anyway, thank you guys. Alpha, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that. Everyone in the stream chat, please support our channel. We're trying to get this campaign going on for the World Championships, Mario Odyssey, and then the International Video Game Hall of Fame in November. We have 77 days to go. We need $7,500 to make this happen. So your donations really help us get closer and closer to the date. So if every time I streamed and everybody dropped a 5, we'd make that goal by the time the 77 days are up. So hopefully you guys can do it. Like I said, we're going to be giving you guys like content every day. I'm going to go back to that whole, uploading a vlog every day and then also streaming. So, your support is greatly appreciated. If you guys could check in the description, you see our sponsor at the bottom of the screen, Hashtiv, sign up free account. By signing up to them, it helps us because they actually sponsor us. Crap, they even gave $500 out of that $1,000 that you see there. And they even came on, and if you look at the scrolling money across the screen, you're going to see our sponsor, Hashtiv. There they go, Hashtiv right there. They came in and they dropped $20. So, we look towards you guys for support so that we can continue our work in helping to push gaming as a whole and also Nintendo. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. I will see you guys. All right, it's 5 o'clock you guys' time. Going to be 6 o'clock actually. So I'll see you guys in 2 hours. 2 hours your time. So thank you guys for joining. And the rest of you guys, I will see you in the Discord. So take care.
I forgot.